Hello everybody, my name is Max Farrow. This is the Dex Atomic TV overview. In this series, when you first started, you've probably seen that it said do not request the indicator for TradingView until after you go through the overview of the Dex Atomic TV. The reason being is because it's a very unique situation that I'm creating for a lot of people, and the solution is very unique for you. You have to be ready for it. This isn't something, let me just kick the tires for a second. This is not one of those things. This is something that you have to be very serious about and wanting to work with. 2, you're going to have to jump through a few hoops to make it work really well for yourself. And everything takes work to set up. But once you got it, it is probably the diamond in the rough that you've been waiting for. Now, we're going to go through the rough and tumble of what this system is, just a real quick process so you can make a determination if this is something for you. And don't feel bad if you feel at the end that it's not for you and you move on. That's okay. It's not for everybody. But for those that it is, it's going to do you wonders. Let's get started. Okay, so just a real quick history lesson. Year and a half, 2 years ago, we created a charting system that we refer to as the Dex Atomic because it was blowing the signals. We had a system called the TNT, if some of you remember the TNT system, and the TNT signal system that we fired off, we're using a particular type of charting system to plot itself. And those TNT systems were so strong and are still very strong into these particular charts that you see here. We created these charts by using a system over at TradingView.com. Now, TradingView has a charting system and has a network. They're a very powerful company that has just a tremendous amount of opportunities for many, many people to trade in many, many different things. One thing we noticed is that they never really had a way to create a trading system for Nadex, so we started to create one. And in doing so, we got into our series of trying to figure out how would we get like a TradingView chart built on our website. And we had attempted many times to try to build our own charting system. So finally, I just said, you know what, let's contact TradingView and see what they have. And they came back with us with an opportunity. They gave us access to use their charting system through a library process, very technical, but boy, did we really enjoyed building this together. Between TradingView and DexFX Markets, we created this hybrid of a solution for ourselves where we were able to create a TradingView chart with our indicators that we wanted to use. We custom made these indicators for these charts, and with all the tools and the writing implements and just about everything you could possibly want in this system, and the ability for smooth transition and being able to use on a phone, and it's very responsive. We love this program. Now, that was 2 years ago. The Dex Atomic system was born about a year ago when we decided, when we were looking at a particular strategy, and all of a sudden something started to make sense, that every arrow had an opportunity for success. And depending on your way of trading it, every arrow had a way of creating success for itself, depending on the level of the support and resistance, the division of and direction of the MA, and a few other things that we took into consideration as we were building this program out. Now, when we first built the charts, it was very, very tough to gather what we refer to data. That's the only thing that that TradingView was never going to provide for us is data. So we had to find our own solutions, which we did. But we could only find solutions that were very limited. So all 10 pairs have 3 time frames, a 1 minute, a 5 minute, and a 15 minute. Now the 1 minute is for a 5 minute trade, the 5 minutes for a 1 hour trade, and the 15 minutes for a 2 hour trade. Those 3 time frames, each having its own system, still cost us a pretty penny to make every month. Now, granted, we're doing very well with building solutions for our charts. But what we kept on getting asked is, are we ever going to trade commodities or indices? And I kept on putting everybody off because I didn't want to gather more data. Then one day, I had found a particular language that spoke to a TradingView chart directly. And we created the Dex Atomic TV system. Now, the Dex Atomic TV system is the same indicators that it's sort of the same indicators that we created for our Dex system, our TNT system, this charting platform right here, but simply put onto a trading view system. We created this process in order for us to be able to utilize the same fluidness as our TNT system and our Dex Atomic on our website, but yet with a lot more data. And as you can see, there's a lot more information that we can utilize. The other is that the tools are a little bit more robust here, being able to copy and paste, being able to see other dynamic features on here that we normally wouldn't see. And as if you can see right now, there's a lot more lines on this system than we have on our TNT. Now, when we created this process, what we started to find too was that we had other things that we could do as well. We could create an alert system. Now, why did we put this on TradingView directly is because not only could we make an alert system, but we could also trade on commodities and indices. And basically anything that Nadex could travel with, we could trade. That means indices, commodities, and all the Forex pairs. Now, that doesn't mean that there's a tremendous amount more, but there's still a lot more. 8 more pairs times 2 more assets as 1 hour and 2 hour trades. Now, we're very, very excited about this process because we have our commodity 1 hours, our commodity 2 hours, our indice 2 hours, and our indice 1 hours, all made available to be able to trade. Now, there's a lot of training inside. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to set up, and there's a lot to own. Now, what I mean by own, I mean if you're going to do this, you should go all in. And what that means is that you're going to have to get yourself a TradingView account. Now, you can, at first, have a free account. Just get a free one. You're not going to be able to do a lot of charting like I have here. These are a lot. Here are all my chart layouts here that I have. As you can kind of see, there's a lot of them, and each one has 5 or 6 charts on it. Okay, you won't be able to do that if you have just a free account. I have a premium account, the highest one, and I think it's only $59 a month, so it's not terribly expensive. But when times are tough, it could be expensive. So this is where the warning comes in. You have a little bit of history, and you're going to get a tremendous amount more history and what we're doing inside. A lot more trainings coming into the down below, and you're just going to get a ton of it, right? You're going to get a chance to trade a lot. You're going to get a chance to figure a lot of stuff out. But if you're here just to kick tires, okay, the training and the expensive training, it takes time and energy, okay, to put you through this stuff. And I'm willing to give it to all of you for free. For free. In the system with your paid DexFX market system, okay, if you have a paid system or you have a lifetime or you are a founder or a co-founder or a diamond exec, if you are any one of those things or you're already a paying member over at DexFX, you will get this system absolutely free. But if you already have a premium, that's fine. If you already have a paid account, that's great. If not, I'm going to show you where to go to buy in and get that started. And you'll basically be using our affiliate key to be able to help us make some money from you being able to do this as well. Now, the good thing is that not only are you going to be doing it, but there's going to be lots of other people doing it as well. And we're all learning it together. I built the program and I'm still learning. Okay, trade times, how things work, when things happen, all of it. There's going to be plenty of information in this system. I guarantee it, because I'm using this to make myself money every single day. I'm using this to trade the physical assets on Nadex. I will be trading live. I cannot show you my live account, but I can tell you this. I can tell you that we will have a room to where people are in there making trades every day. There'll be customers. You want to hear more from customers than me anyway, on them trading live and them doing well. The Dex Atomic series has done extremely well, and now that it's going to be on here, it's just that much better. The one last thing, the one last warning I'm going to give you is that there's no shortcut. If you're going to get in there and really work it, you have to really, really work it, and you have to be ready. You have to be for good days and bad days. Now, in final, if you're one of the types of people that say you don't want to sit in front of your computer and trade all day, that's completely fine. The system does have an alert program that that is on board that you set up through your account, and you'll learn how to do all that inside. It will send you alerts for your email, and then you can just go and take the trades that you want to. But let me tell you, the analysts, okay, the people out there that can actually do the analysis and see it, those are the ones that make a lot more money. Okay. Now we have two versions of the Dex Atomic system, Dex Atomic and Dex Atomic B. Dex Atomic B is for commodities and indices, and Dex Atomic itself is for Forex. So you get them both with the system. All right. So, but let me tell you, if you're going to come on and just kick the tires around and make us give you a lot of training and answer a lot of questions, and you're really not sure if it's something you want to do, I would suggest grabbing a consult. Go to the website, grab a consult, and let us diagnose to see if it's something that you should do or shouldn't do. We have a bunch of questions we can ask you to kind of determine that. All right. So in the last bit of closing here for this overview, you already know that we have created a very powerful system. And if this is something that you think you can handle and that you could really work with, then we're willing to work with you and have you train in it and help you make money. Okay. As everybody knows, in the beginning of April of 2020, we had the COVID system hit us, and we turned all of the systems for free and making donations and doing, everybody pitched in and started to make this thing really work, even in the midst of all this craziness. So the last thing I can tell you here is that you have a decision to make. Is this something that you're all in and you're ready to go, or if it's something you're unsure of? So if you're all in, go to the next video. It's going to show you where to go to sign up and get in, and what you have to do, what decisions you have to make, all that kind of stuff, and what you're going to need. Okay? I'm Max Farrell. This is Dex Effects. We appreciate your time. I look forward to seeing you next time. And as always, trade well.